How you doing?
Some good skills you got there, Joe.
Big white balls.
You're distracting me too much, man.
Yeah, put them away, Joe. Kid friendly, Joe.
You gotta put those things away.
What's up, boys?
What's happening, man?
What up?
It's been a minute.
Has been.
Yeah, it's been a full 2 weeks since me and Jimothy had a scream off.
I had so much to say on what you guys were arguing about. Jesus.
It's
Falling asleep, sleepy boy.
Sleepy boy.
that old man stuff you got going on there. And you're the baby.
Was it at least a good nap?
Yeah.
Dude.
Or did it go all night?
No, it was sleep. Like actual
It was sleep. It was sleep.
I've been out so early as of late, so
Curtains. That's what we call that. Just see, you're sleeping like a baby. I'm sleeping like absolute trash. The last 2 nights I've been waking up at 2:30, 3 o'clock for no reason at all.
Damn, man.
But obviously, we've done this before. Actually, on episode 1, Mary and Barbara died right before the show, and we started off with a moment of silence. And I think it's probably, I'm sure you guys heard Ryan Mallett passed away. He drowned in Florida. 35 is too young. Crazy.
I found it a struggle to believe that he's actually even that old. I didn't understand. I was like, there's no way. And then, yeah, sure enough. But
Tough, man.
Whenever something happens like this, it's like, I'm 32. Like it when they're your age, I feel like it hits a little bit harder, or younger. I feel like it was like, because when you're a kid and the people you grow up watching, like it's not the same as the people who grew up with you, type thing. It's just it's always super. It's hard to talk about.
Yeah.
It's rough. But yeah, prayers out to his family. Does he have kids? I'm sure he does. Right?
Probably.
His entire family. It's tough. I don't know how you. Oh, we gotta raise the mood. We gotta raise the mood.
I got an idea.
Talk
here.
about Peyton Hillis, the happy one.
Yes, which that's been going on for a minute. Oh, we're gonna lighten up the mood real quick. Good idea.
Oh, well.
I forget which song it is. We'll go to this one.
I'll just talk about Peyton Hillis, dad of all dads, uncle of all uncles, saving his kid and the other one, and
that feels
yeah,
appropriate.
Good stuff. Peyton Hillis, stand-up guy, former Bronco.
No Chub Club. No Chub Club.
I don't know where it's at, so
You don't know where your chub is?
I can't show that one on the air.
That's concerning.
I can't show that one on the air.
That yes, and Joe, you're what Peyton Hillis did was very heroic, and I've been wanting to talk about it, but I guess we're a bunch of idiots, so it just always kind of never gets talked about.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, 2 weeks ago, after me and Jimothy, basically, I just said, "Here, what's one word to describe this?" And then pointed to baseball, and he just said "sucks." And then when we got off air, we talked for 20 minutes afterwards about baseball.
Right. Hey, I watched the baseball recently. If we're gonna get into that right now, real quick.
Was it the 25-1?
So yes, so Saturday I'm sitting on the couch just watching some TV, and
The College World Series.
my brother-in-law goes, "Yo, the Rockies are losing 20-0 right now." I was like, "Yeah, we gotta watch that." So we watched like the last 3 or 4 innings.
Hey, they scored a run in those innings. So
I was rooting for 31. I wanted records. I wanted MLB records.
you wanted to be the guy who makes the merch for Rockies like 35-0.
The guy who pitched or whatever, he's the only guy to ever throw 3 straight pitches for 3 straight home runs, and he's done it twice in his career.
Bro, seriously.
Wow.
And like, so it happened the first time, and like, so on Saturday you're up pitching, you throw one, bomb. You throw a second one, bomb. If it's me, I'm throwing that third one straight in the dirt. That is not happening. That was not happening on my watch.
If
I'm
it's
throwing
me,
a ball
I'm taking
way
myself
outside.
out.
Yeah, coach.
If it's
Coach.
me, that's it. I don't got it.
Feeling right now.
Yep, fake an injury. Fall. As soon as you throw that second one and you see it's going out, you grab your arm. Like that's the move.
I wouldn't be able to do that, but I'd throw it high and tight, and I don't know if they're gonna hit a homer off that.
Throwing it right at the dome. Fuck it.
No. High and tight. Scare them.
Not happening.
Scare them a little bit.
Well, it's funny that you're bringing up that blowout because that was last week, I think, right? Like
Saturday.
Weekend.
The week. Okay, it was okay. Either way, when you said brought up blowout, I don't know if you heard. I said College World Series, which Game 2 of the men's and Game 3 were absolute blowouts in the opposite way. That's got to be the biggest point swing ever, right?
The Rockies won the series. They lost the one.
They were outscored 32-2 and won the series, the 3-game series, or 32-12. Sorry, 32-12. They were outscored,
and they won the 3-game series.
Mm-hmm. But that one game was just really bad.
Very much so.
Hey, I mean, we talk pro baseball. I mean, that's some positive baseball talk, right?
I think that's the longest we've ever talked baseball. So
the Diamondbacks are in the lead in the West. That's pretty wild.
Whoa!
And it could have changed. The Reds are in first in the Central.
Whoa! What is going on, man? What timeline did we end up on?
I think the Cardinals are in last too.
Hold up! I know what happened.
Naturally,
the Nuggets won the championship.
Shit's just going.
We're in a different universe.
We're in a new world. The Nuggets won the championship.
It's a whole new world.
So wait, we're in the reality where instead of Philly teams making it to the championships and losing, it's the Florida teams, the Miami Heat, the Florida Panthers, Florida baseball team. Like it's Florida's turn for second place.
Yep.
Florida as a whole. It's not like specific areas. Florida as a whole.
How's second place?
Florida?
I'm not a Florida Gators fan. I'm not a Florida Gators fan.
But how's it feel to be in second place as a state?
As a state. I mean, I feel like we need to have a Florida versus Philly. It needs to happen.
You know what else is crazy in the West, real quick?
In the Florida versus Philly, we could get back to the West after this. In the Florida versus Philly, second place bout, is the winner the second place or is the loser the second place? Because technically they come in second place if they're the loser.
No. It's to be the winner. It's so whoever loses is the definitive second place team.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to clarify that before we move.
Yeah, so one of them can win. That's what it is. So we'll get the Heat. We'll get the Heat Sixers. We'll get the
Dolphins.
I was gonna say Jags, but Dolphins Eagles. Because I wasn't trying to do all the Panthers, the Flyers, the Florida Panthers, the Flyers. I don't know the Florida soccer team. I don't even know if there is one.
Miami.
We'll just call them the Florida soccer team.
Club.
Okay. And then we'll get some UFC fighter from Florida versus some UFC fighter from Philadelphia.
Makes sense.
It'll be the Olympics, but
Yeah. But only people from Florida, only people from we'll say Pennsylvania.
I'm down.
We'll say Pennsylvania.
As an Iowan, I'm down to watch it.
Yeah, I don't know. Does Pittsburgh fall into that Philly thing?
No.
Pennsylvania is a very large state.
So Florida.
Yeah, but see, like Phillies is very Philly specific. You know, Florida has been very, very broad Florida.
So should I say like
that's why I was going with
South Florida
that's why I was
versus Philly?
Miami.
It would have to be South Florida because the Florida Panthers aren't in Miami. They're just in Southern Florida.
Oh, they aren't in Miami? Oh.
We go South Florida. It kind of narrows it down. Gets a
South
even
Florida
playing field.
versus Philly. That's fair. Okay, so then we're not going up to like Tampa, Jacksonville area. South Florida versus Philly.
Because I feel like I've heard a lot of people represent like South Florida.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Southern Florida.
Like I'm in Central Florida, so I'm not. I'm in the Orlando area.
Lame.
Yeah, whack.
Oh,
Who goes there?
What's Orlando ever done?
They
Disney
drafted
World or
Czech.
bust.
They drafted Czech. And Dwight Howard. I mean
they draft well. They just can't execute.
Banchero? Is that Paolo Banchero? He was
Hey, you know those Spanish.
I think.
They had Hito Turkoglu.
The Turk.
That's a fun name. But let's go back to baseball so we can break a record here. The College World Series also happened while we were gone.
Yeah.
Joe had to throw this in one of the episodes last year. Oklahoma Sooners won last year, and they repeated.
How about that winning streak?
What's it like to win, guys? I need to know. What's it like to win?
It's amazing. Hey, speaking of that, like you said last year, we got to be right around our 1 year mark on our podcast, huh?
Actually, that's why I wanted you guys to do a drink. We're actually over a year. We started YouTube 8 months ago. Was our first episode on YouTube. But actually, we passed a year about 2 weeks ago. Because remember, the first playoffs we predicted was the basketball ones. So yes, we have eclipsed a year of the boys.
Cheers.
So
buddy.
See, I'm gonna be the man. This is why I have hair on my head, and you guys don't.
Right now.
Put the pinky up.
I'll go grab a beer right fucking now.
Do what you want.
All right.
Shotgun it. No balls. It's on the baseball thing while Joe's doing that. The thing I was going to say is what's crazy in the West is so the Diamondbacks are in first place. I already established that. The Dodgers aren't even in second place.
No. This
Got the San Francisco Giants coming in second place in the West.
What are we in? Like, I'll wait for Joe to sit down because he'll appreciate this joke a lot better.
Like the Yankees are in third too.
Like I feel like, we must be like the Nuggets winning. Like we're in prime Melo days right now. Like, well, not prime, but Melo and the Nuggets. And when like the early 2000s, like the Reds are in first, the Giants are are close to first in their division. Like we're like in this weird like 2000. We're 20 years ago.
Guys, I have something stronger than beer.
Pirate water?
It's made by the people that made Four Locos.
Four Loco Energy Beer.
Not a sponsor.
You see the Barstool logo?
Not a sponsor.
They're pretty
I'm covering up your beer.
Oh.
But yeah, so we passed a year, and it's cool. Also, I don't know how much you guys have been on the talk and Twitter lately. But this jersey actually came from Semi Fiocco.
Heck yeah.
So that was cool.
Heck yeah, bud.
Did
That's
Timothy freeze again?
That's pretty sweet. He may have. Oh, yeah.
That Walmart parking lot.
Something's happening there. Something's
That
happening.
Walmart parking lot.
Jesus. But
So
also
let's
back
get-
to the College World Series thing that we were talking
Let's
about.
let him figure out his stuff.
But back to the College World Series thing that we were talking about there.
Mhm.
Did you hear about the bar that's selling Jello shots?
The LSU, like they said they were gonna,
They sold like 60,000 Jello shots.
probably to the players. That's why they didn't show up in the second game. Game 3.
Jesus. Oh, I found the Small Shop Club too.
Oh, there you go. Not a sponsor.
But Broncos still suck. Amen. Amen. Until they don't suck, they suck.
Facts. And see, the Cowboys have always been in that weird, like they don't suck, but they're not great. Like they're in that weird, like
Nah. Until they don't suck, they suck.
they don't suck.
Until they don't suck, they suck.
Define suck. Making the playoffs or missing the playoffs.
Winning the Super Bowls.
So every team sucks.
Yeah.
Except the Chiefs.
Yes.
You said that, or you didn't say it, I said it. You heavily implied it while there's a Chiefs fan in here.
I don't care.
I think Jimothy looks like he's good.
Oh, he looks good.
Looks good.
Oh,
Maybe. Nope. We figured it out. Nope. No.
Ish. We
Yeah,
found
maybe.
it. Ish Smith. Ish.
Well,
Found it. Ish.
Ish Smith. Oh, we should do that. Can you name every team that he played for?
Not a chance. Not a chance. Can you name the 5 he didn't? I don't know.
Can you name the one team he didn't play for?
Broncos have won it more recently.
My bad.
Maybe. Hey, the only Super Bowls we can talk about, because I've heard as a Cowboys fan, we don't talk about the past. So this year is the only one that matters. The Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions.
Hey,
we don't talk about anything else.
I said you suck until you don't.
Yeah. So the only team that does not suck is the Kansas City Chiefs. You heard it here first from Joe. The only team that does not suck is Kansas City Chiefs.
Suck until you don't.
Making the Super Bowl, winning 14 games, 15 games, 16 games, 17 games, doesn't matter. You have to win or you suck.
Nah, I think realistically I have to see you as a Super Bowl contender in order for you to not suck.
So Joe's qualifications for sucking is if he doesn't think you can win a Super Bowl, you suck.
Yep.
So there's like 4 teams that don't suck?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
So technically, theoretically speaking, shouldn't there be more teams that don't suck in the NFC since it's more wide open?
No. They aren't contenders to win it. They're contenders to get to it, not to win it.
Well, your definition of Super Bowl contender winning?
Yes. They can win the Super Bowl.
Okay, well, I mean, contenders is getting there. That's the way I see it. Okay, so there's only 4 teams that Joe would bet on to win the Super Bowl. Maybe 5. Did you both freeze? What's going on?
No, I'm like thinking of teams who I would bet on.
Joe can just freeze only, so he can just. Joe's probably the guy who, like, if he ever had to do a Zoom meeting for work, he'd be like, "Hey, I love."
Hey.
Mannequin challenge.
So. We hit the baseball. Bad in the average.
I've been hearing you guys perfectly fine. My video's been good here. I think we
Yeah.
might be okay.
Yeah, you might be good. You seem
Yeah.
good, right?
Apparently, my internet's not working. I have turned my internet off. I'm using just my cell phone. Data.
Ooh. Trick
Ooh.
question. Is it data or data?
Ooh.
Data or data? Hold on.
I throw them interchangeably.
I am a data guy myself.
I'm
definitely.
data. I'm data.
I think I'm more of a data guy. I feel like I use data more often than data, but I definitely throw data out there.
Data.
Yeah, no, I feel like I'm more exclusively data, but I do throw data. But I think I throw data because of Star Trek.
I feel like I throw data
character's
sometimes
name
if
is
I'm
data.
like. I think I throw it out there if I feel like I'm not the most like. I feel like if the person I'm talking to is just way more intelligent than me.
You say you use data.
Like this sounds better.
Yeah, until you get that really smart guy that you're like data. And it's like
No, it's
data.
data.
That's what I said.
That's what I meant.
Potato.
What I say.
Uh-huh. Okay, let's talk let's talk a little bit of football or basketball.
Let's do an anti-draft first.
Let's do an anti-draft?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do an anti-draft first.
Okay. Which one?
Me and Joe's.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I'll put myself in the middle.
We'll do ours next time, Jimmy. Another time. We could always
late.
throw ours.
We already talked on that for like that's how we started talking about baseball. You're late.
Nobody cares about the Rockies. Even the owners.
Literally nobody.
Even the owners don't care.
He's not even a Rockies fan.
I'm actually an Angels fan.
Am I pointing to you?
You're pointing at me right now, I think.
Good. I don't know.
On my screen you are.
Oh, perfect.
You're good here.
All good here. That's all I want.
That's all I
want. So, this is weird.
All right, Joe, you want first or second?
I don't care. You
How about your idea? You started off.
All right, first pick of the round, Christian Wood.
Ooh.
Giggity.
Let's see. So number 2 pick. Let's go with Jeremy Grant.
Ooh.
Jokic.
All right.
I like it.
Even though you don't say it properly, I like it.
I said how I want. Data.
You're wrong. Data.
He's going with Jokic. I'm gonna go with J Rich.
J Rich.
Yep. Josh Richardson. Give me him.
Okay. If you're gonna go with J Rich, I am gonna have to go with. Let's go with J Mick. Jalen McDaniels. Because everyone calls him J Mick.
I have no idea who that is.
His name's J Mick. That's all that matters.
T-Mac.
All right. that's a little blast from the past there. A little blast from the past. I'm going to go with. You know what? Give me the big. Give me the big.
He's not wrong.
No, not at all. He's not wrong at all.
Give me the big twin, the more versatile offensive weapon. Give me Brook Lopez.
Ooh. I will match your Brook Lopez. And I'll go with Mason Plumlee.
Whew.
Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh gosh, where do I want to go with this one? So I got that done, and that done. You know what? Give me Seth Curry.
Ooh. If you're gonna go Seth Curry, I'm gonna have to give me Harrison Barnes.
Ooh, Iowa boy. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hmm. 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 I'm really sad. Is this the last round?
No,
This is round 4.
This is your second
Okay.
last.
Okay. Give me the goat of all goats, JJ Redick.
Ooh.
I love it. We love JJ. We love JJ. You know what? I'm gonna round out my team. Get a ball handler here. Give me.
You won't get a better ball handler than me.
Give
I don't know. You proved you wrong at the beginning of the show.
That's true. That's true.
give me Dennis Smith.
What happened?
He froze.
Said Dennis something.
I think he said Dennis Smith, but he froze.
That's what it sounded like to me. So while we're figuring out the Joe situation, we're going to go with the Dennis Smith until otherwise noted. I'm going to go with my second favorite, Nikola Vucevic.
Okay. Should I wait for Joe for this pick?
Where are you leaning right now? How are you feeling? You have any ideas? Well, Joe gone.
He gone. So I do have an idea. Some of the players that were said, I didn't know who they were, but obviously some of them I do know.
Right.
I think with my last pick, you're gonna know my idea, and I don't want to spoil because my last 2 picks were done strategically because I felt like I was on the right path, but now I think that was the wrong path.
Okay. Let's
But
see.
I think
we could see if we can get Joe back here, or if you want to go for it, it's up to you. Final pick of the draft.
I do want to go balls deep, but I kind of want to see Joe's face when I make my pick.
Do.
Oh, speaking, I know Jeopardy we're doing Jeopardy, but Pat Sajak, right? From Wheel of Fortune. Not sports related, but I mean,
Moment of silence.
let's just make jokes about Joe.
I can't. He's too beautiful.
Should we just spam his phone with invites?
Joe. Oh, Joe.
Just come back.
You could blame it all on me.
All right. With my final pick, watch. I'm gonna pick it, and Joe's gonna come.
Joseph.
I don't know what the hell happened to there.
That was wild.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Now we can. Jimmy actually.
PC froze.
Jimmy actually teleported you telepathically to a target and back.
Mm-hmm. And back.
Dude, my PC froze. Like, it stopped working, the screen froze, and I had no idea what was happening.
It said nope. So, Joe, did you pick a Dennis Smith? Is that who you were saying?
Yes, Dennis Smith Jr.
All right, Dennis Smith Jr. That led me to my second favorite, Nikola Vucevic. I believe that's how you say his name. And Jimmy has not picked his final pick yet. He said he thinks he knows where we're going.
I was waiting for you, Joe. Come back.
You're good.
Said, baby, come back.
I apparently have things updating. Maybe that's what caused it.
Potentially.
Hell yeah.
So
I think I have an idea, but I also could be way off. Give me Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Do you want us to keep going? That's your answer right there. We can keep going.
Do,
Joe,
do one
throw another
more.
one out there.
One more round.
Let's see. Let me find someone good here.
One more round.
One more round.
All right. So I'm going with a sixth man. Sixth man. Give me Max Strus.
Ooh, Max Strus. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna match your Max. Not with a Max though, but with a Gabe Vincent.
Ooh. You went with a fellow Heat player.
And Strus isn't?
Yeah. You went with a fellow Heat player.
Fellow Heat.
Caleb Williams.
Let's see. We've got. We already named him. What other big names we got here? I love you, baby. Good night.
I'm pretty sure you have at least one player that fits this. The
He does.
stipulation.
He does. We could go with Jordan Clarkson. Or no, not him. D'Angelo Russell.
Deloading. Could go with Kelly Oubre.
Ooh. You can. You can go with Karis LeVert.
James, would you like to guess?
Dennis Schroeder.
Initially, I thought players from Duke.
Nope.
And then I thought players from UNC.
Nope.
Could it be players from the ACC?
Nope.
Anything to do with college at all?
Nope.
Anything
nothing to do with where
height?
they're. Nope. Nothing to do with where they're from. Nothing to do with them personally.
I actually picked like a starting five. That was not part of it. I picked a starting five.
So you want it now?
Yeah, they're obviously all basketball players, but
Correct. They're all
which I was gonna say, which one? What did I get? That was right.
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving. Well, I mean, technically,
He technically still is.
no, technically he'd have more. Technically.
Yeah, I don't know. No, because they announced retirement.
Yeah.
But if they didn't,
They are unrestricted free agents.
correct. Because I don't know if Michael Jordan's not retired, if he's truly like an unrestricted free agent. I don't know how that works in basketball. If he still has a contract somewhere or whatever,
But we went this way to start the free agency talk.
That's why I pushed for us to do this before we went into any other topic.
That's fair. I think Kyrie Irving's restricted though, isn't he?
Nope. He's unrestricted.
Huh.
Restricted is basically just if you're coming off your rookie deal.
Yeah, otherwise it's a player option or not, pretty much, right?
Yeah. Restricted is
or team
basically
option, I guess it could be.
Just really your first deal. So like Austin Reeves is restricted.
Yeah, so is Hachimura now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, they were basketball players with a first and last name.
That is correct. That is absolutely correct. You guys hit the nail right on the head. Couldn't have said it better myself.
They all have skin.
That they do.
All right.
So were there any names there that you would like to specifically talk about more, guys?
About the restricted free agents?
About any free agency that's going on.
Gotta be honest. I only remember Max Scherzer and Gabe Vincent. Other than that, I have no idea what he said.
I Dennis Smith Jr. coming out. He was quite talented. He kind of got tossed around a lot. I think he could show some potential if he went somewhere. Kind of like Jalen Brunson was this year. You know, I think Dennis Smith has the potential to be a good basketball player if he ends up somewhere solid. Christian Wood, he's been a solid big in the league. He's got some versatility. Could end up being something key to a lot of teams.
He was on the Mavs, right?
Rockets and maybe the Mavs too.
The Mavs this past year. He was on the Mavs this past year. I think the Rockets before that.
Yeah.
A name that really intrigues me is Vucevic.
He's already in talks with the Bulls, to my knowledge.
I kind of figured he wouldn't be going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But he's definitely not a guy he's a guy that I think would fit perfectly with the Nuggets in a second string, a bench role, but he's not a guy that's going to take a bench role.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A lot of those people, I fully expect them to return to the teams that they went to, for the most part.
What about Chris Middleton? That's the name that wasn't mentioned.
He's on the player option. I don't know if he has exercised his player option or not. If he's told the team that he's not going to, but I think he'll be back.
Reports, this is from an hour ago. Reports are pointing to Chris Middleton finalizing a new deal with the Bucks.
Yeah, I fully expect to see him back. Whether it's exercising the player option or not.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys during the draft? Did you guys even realize you both drafted like back-to-back Duke players or some shit?
No. Yeah, I couldn't tell you where any of those.
That's why I said Kyrie Irving. That's why I said Kyrie Irving, because I was like, wait a minute.
Hey, I got you a point.
Incorrectly.
Hey, doesn't matter how you showed your work, as long as you got the right answer.
Right.
We're not getting partial credit here.
No work was shown. I got the answer. I actually wanted to. I mean, it's fine that if we keep talking about the free agency, but I mean, the Heat have a lot of free agencies, and most free agents. I don't know why I said agency. A lot of undrafted guys that are some probably going to get paid by Miami. They're probably going to end up staying in Miami. But some might get packaged in a deal for Damian Lillard.
I would love to see Dame on the Heat. I just don't know how feasible it actually is. In order to make the contract work, you'd have to package Lowry.
Hero.
Well, no. In order to make contract work, Hero isn't making it work. You'd have to package Lowry in order to make the contract work. You'd have to trade Hero as somebody with potential. Then you probably
Jovic.
Probably have.
And their
maybe their new rookie.
Yeah, Jame, JJJ, Triple J, the only one in the league.
No, he's not.
I know. I was going to call him Triple J. He now owns that. Jaime Jaquez Jr. Is that how you say it? Jaime?
Yeah.
He's French or something?
Jaime, whatever the fuck. However you want to say it.
It's Jaime.
But It'd be a hefty trade, especially with it being them being over the salary cap and then the ability to re-sign players. They'd have to do it before they could re-sign people, so they'd need to do it soon. It's just a complicated mess.
Are you buying the rumors?
What?
Are you buying the rumors
Which are?
that Jimmy's been recruiting Dame? Damian Lillard was on Instagram Live or some shit in Miami, or not in Miami, but he was on Instagram Live, and in the background was Will Smith's song "Welcome to Miami."
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so it's either a ploy by Damian Lillard to get Portland to do what he wants, or
I think they will. I think if they will do what he wants. I don't think he's going to ask for a trade publicly.
I heard he was upset that they actually used the third pick instead of trading it.
Yeah, maybe, but all signs point to Damian Lillard being somewhere else.
Yeah, especially Scoot plays a similar position, and you can't really put those two on the court at the same time. He'd be too small. You'd get overpowered. They're 2 point guards. Not one is really keen on playing two guard. They don't really have the body style to do it. Small ball does exist, but small ball is a premise that follows putting more wings on the floor, not more point guards on the floor.
Well, the Heat played small ball, and look where that got them.
Beat in the NBA Finals. And Jimmy.
Where did they lose?
Yeah, but
the NBA Finals.
But you could tell that Jimmy was gassed, and he was the only reason they got there.
Yeah. No. So Damian Lillard would totally work on this Heat. I think the fit is perfect, or very close to perfect.
He would fit very well. Him with Bam would be a nice tandem run pick and roll. Jimmy would be a great wing for those two to have. It would be phenomenal. I just don't know how feasible it actually is to work out.
If they figure it out, pull the trigger.
I would.
No matter, as long as it doesn't involve Jimmy and Bam, you're good.
To be honest, as long as it doesn't involve Bam, I'm good. I'd trade Jimmy for him straight up.
All right, there we go.
Jimmy's contract worries me in a few years, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, but if they can repeat what they were able to do with Heat culture, then
yeah, but in 2 years, his cap is $54 million, my guy.
You got next season. Like, you got one season to get it done.
Like that is an obscene number.
They'll figure it out.
Window is one season. With Jimmy.
That worries me.
Scoot. That's a sweet name. Scoot.
Oh yeah.
That's my rookie of the year, by the way. Scoot's my rookie of the year.
Scoot Henderson?
He's my rookie of the year.
I think it's going to be Wembanyama, but that's besides the point.
Nah, Scoot.
I'm
going all in on Scoot, just because I want to say Scoot.
It's going to be Julian Swather. Don't get you guys twisted. Come on.
You want to talk about Wemby in the draft?
No, I just want to talk about Scoot. Can we change that to Scoot in the draft?
Sure, more than happy. But Wemby's insane, guys.
We knew where Wemby was going months ago.
Nah, it was still up in the air. He could have gone two.
No.
Nope.
We knew Wemby was going pick one back.
We knew it 5 years ago.
October.
No, we knew Trevor Lawrence was going number one 7 years ago when he was like an 8th grader.
Kind of like we know Archie Manning is going number one when he comes out.
Yeah. Kind of like we know.
Unless he falls on his face.
The Texas quarterback is gone after this year for Archie to play.
Yes.
I feel like even if Archie falls on his face in college, he's still a first-round draft pick.
Yeah.
Might be 20s. But
yeah, well, not number one. Not number one.
No, not number one. But I'm saying if he has 3 just average years, he's still going before 32.
Pick 27 because you want that 5th-year option.
Right. Someone's moving up or someone's grabbing him.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's going to be a team that has 3 quarterbacks on the roster. The Niners, perfect fit. Boom, done.
I mean, it honestly is.
All right, you heard it
Name
here
a quarterback.
first. On
It's a perfect fit.
June 28th at 9:48 p.m. Arch Manning, Niners. Done deal.
Jamarcus Russell's probably getting it done on the Niners.
Mm,
If he opens the play with one.
In the game against the Eagles, he would have been a very good blocker for CMC.
Yeah.
just have an offensive lineman back there playing. Why didn't they do that?
I just think it's wild that Shanahan coaching turned from like 1,000-yard rusher every year to just any quarterback.
Yeah, it's because he can have 1,000-yard rusher. That's what it is.
Just name a quarterback and he'll be successful.
Hold up. After John Elway, name a quarterback that wasn't successful under Shanahan.
That wasn't successful?
Yeah. Like for the Broncos. Like you had Plummer, you had Orton.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
yeah.
Shanahan's always been able to do that. Both Shanahan.
The quarterback whispers.
Like RG3, Kirk Cousins.
It's just that Kyle Shanahan hasn't been able to keep a running back healthy to be that 1,000-yard guy. Yeah. But that's not his fault. I'm not going to put that on him.
So what specifically do we want to talk about for the draft? Because like, other than the first three and the heats, I don't know anything.
You don't know anything about the draft?
No.
Okay. Well.
Oh, I knew about the Rockets taking Thompson or Amen. It's not Amen. It's Amen, right?
Yeah.
I knew about that. I mean, there's probably some I did know, but I didn't know.
I think Scoot is going to be awesome. I think Brandon Miller is going to be really good. I understand why the Hornets didn't go Scoot, simply because they have LaMelo. I still would have done it just for trade bait, but I really like the pick of the Magic getting Jet Howard.
There actually is a name that I didn't know, and I only know it because of Twitter. I had, you know how Twitter gives you random, like if you, based on what you search,
yeah,
give you like random people's tweets. I had a tweet that said, I really was hoping I'd get Dick would be the Lakers, or I'd get Dick on the Lakers, or something like that. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute, pause.
The shooter.
Grady Dick.
He's a really good shooter.
Mm-hmm. He went to the Raptors.
Yep. But I think Jet Howard is going to be really good.
You know what's crazy?
That's our assistant coach's kid, or what is he? Assistant coach?
Juwan Howard? Crazy.
Juwan Howard.
Juwan Howard.
Yeah, that's his kid. That's Jet. Jet Howard is his kid.
Isn't Juwan the coach of Michigan?
Is he now? Well, yeah. And then you got Chris Murray from Iowa.
Yeah.
Going to the Blazers.
Him and Scoot gonna light it up.
I mean, if Dame gets traded, maybe. I don't know. I liked a lot of the landing spots a lot of the players had this year. The Thunder the Mavericks, I guess, because it was traded. The Lively, he was the number one prospect coming out of college. So if they can turn him into something.
Sounds like the number one player not named Wemby.
Well, he was the number one prospect going to college. Wemby is from France.
Yeah, I know.
Wemby is a foreign kid.
I know. There's a lot of foreign kids that got drafted.
Yeah. And
I just went through like the first 40, and there's 3 Kobe's that were drafted.
Freaking
stupid. It's cool, but I feel like in 10 years there's gonna be a Kobe on every team.
Probably.
And there's literally a Kobe Bryant in the NFL right now.
No, there was 2 in the first round.
Yeah, but I said I went for 40.
Are you including Colby? like with an L and with a C as the starting letter.
Oh, I might. That's probably what I saw.
Total fraudulent behavior. Wouldn't put it past him.
Because there's only 2 Kobe's that went in the first round, and then there's a Colby that went 34.
That might.
You know
That
what they
might have
meant, though.
been.
They just wanted to be different.
Yeah. They said
It's
no.
pronounced
What
Kobe.
happened? What he said? Yeah, like the guy on the Nuggets whose last name is Braun, but he says it's Brown.
Right.
Christian.
Well, either way, what happened with Colby was his dad was like, "Hey, let's name him Kobe." And she said, "Colby, like the cheese? Okay."
Sounds good to me.
Where do you think Bruce Brown's going there, Jimmy?
I don't know, man. All the talks from seemingly within the team, as far as players go, is that he's coming back.
Okay.
But there's a lot of rumors connecting him to a few different teams.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to go to wherever he gets paid most, as he should at this point in his career.
I think. Well, his like career earnings are only like $7 million.
Yeah, he's been in the league forever, but he's never had a landing spot, and he's never had a home. That's one thing he emphasized last year when he came to the Nuggets, was that he was looking for a home. He was looking for a team.
Yep.
So it really seems like, and Jamal Murray said, and Michael Malone and a lot of other people have talked about Bruce Brown and that he is coming back. And, obviously nothing has been reported, but I think he's going to end up back with the Nuggets, and I really hope he does. He was a very, very vital piece to the championship run this season.
Was Scoot Henderson going to wear 00?
That is the rumors.
I mean, Scoot got 2 O's. It works.
That is the rumor.
They should just put Scoot with the zeros in it.
He wore
no last name.
He wore number 0.
Got you.
And he said, obviously, I can't wear that. That one's already taken. So
until Miami.
He should have said, "Scoot on over. That's my number."
Oh, Scoot Henderson. Freaking zeros.
That's gonna be the new. That's gonna be the new Scoot.
You can play some boot, scoot, and boogie.
Oh, God.
The Trailblazers music is gonna be Scoot.
Scoot, boot, boogie.
He's gonna make his own song to drop it like it's hot instead of Snoop. It's gonna be Scoot.
Emphasis on the I. Emphasis on the I. Emphasis on the I down there. Oh hell. I think Scoot's gonna be good. Scoot though.
Scoot.
You're saying he's gonna be like Steph Curry. He's more of the Russell Westbrook type of player. He's kind of a crazy man. He's a wild card on the floor. You're crying.
I'm choking on mint, and I'm crying more than I did when the Heat lost. Because I didn't cry at all when the Heat lost, because realistically, it was inevitable. But
Nuggets were a better team.
I'm okay though. It's okay. Scoot.
Scoot.
I'm gonna make that a song. I'm gonna remix the Snoop Dogg Drop It Like It's Hot, and I'm gonna switch it for Scoot. Obviously, I can't use Henderson. That wouldn't go as well. But yeah. Rookie of the year, Scoot. I just call him. If I could bet, I would. I bet on Scoot.
I mean, he is. I would bet he's probably second in the betting odds behind Wemby.
If Dame is still there, I think Scoot will get it. Only because like if Portland's good, it's going to be because of Dame, obviously. And if Wemby's the best player on the Spurs, are they a good team?
No, but if Scoot is the second best player on the Portland, are they a good team?
Well, he doesn't have to carry the load.
I mean, they're still not a good team though.
Give me Scoot all day. I'm sweating so much.
Oh.
I am too. This light gets really hot that's in front of me.
So you're saying drop it like it's hot?
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
You still have it up. It's fine.
Do y'all have any more topics you would like to discuss?
I have a blind side, an actual blind side that's not a draft.
Okay.
Did you guys see Keyshawn Johnson's top 5 wide receivers
In the league currently or all time?
currently?
No.
Okay, you ready for this?
I'm concerned already.
You ready for this?
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you one person who's not on it.
Okay.
Wait, first, if you guys didn't see it, who would surprise you the most to not be on the top 5?
Justin Jefferson would definitely surprise me to not be in a top 5.
See, that wouldn't surprise me because he's an old head. I could see him not doing it. I think he's wrong, but
True.
I could see him not doing it.
Right. I see your point.
Same with like Devontae. Devontae didn't show out as much, wasn't in the news as much. So it wouldn't surprise me. He'd be wrong, but it wouldn't surprise me. The one that would surprise me the most is probably Tyreek Hill.
Okay, so Justin Jefferson was left off this list.
Yeah. I mean, he's wrong.
His top 5. I wrote them down, but let me make sure I get them in order.
Let me see if I have it here.
AJ Brown at 5. Stephon Diggs.
Okay.
Chase. Adams. Hill. So I guess I really just want you guys to dissect that. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Do with it what you want. The thing that I don't like about this is, do you guys know the teams that Keyshawn Johnson played for?
I know he played for the Jets at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Tampa?
Yep.
I feel like he played a lot of places.
Played for the Jets, Tampa,
Carolina,
the Cowboys, and the Panthers.
Okay.
When this news broke, ex-Cowboys receiver Keyshawn Johnson.
And he played there for what, 2 seasons? Or a season?
For 2 seasons.
I mean, he played with the Jets for 3. I guess he. I mean, he
It's
played
4 years.
4 years, 4 years.
Yep.
2 years, 1 year.
Yep. You got her. He won the Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That's who I remember him most.
And
what play am I? I'm thinking of like a very specific play from Keyshawn Johnson as a Jet. What is it?
I couldn't even tell you the play he did on the Cowboys. But
I feel like I used to play on NFL Network at like, I wake up at like 1 a.m. and there'd be some random list
yeah, probably.
on,
what would I know we did our draft of receivers, like, and we made that our list of top 10 or 12. But
Did we?
Keyshawn's list is, yeah, we did wide receivers.
Did we?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure we forgot some receivers. I think we did quarterbacks, running backs, and receivers.
I think we only did quarterbacks and running backs.
We definitely did corners.
Oh, you're right.
We definitely did corners. I'm looking through my notes. Maybe we didn't do wide receivers. I thought we did.
I think we did a top 5 a long time ago.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's probably what we did. Well, probably last season. But this is a new season. Who's your guys' consensus number 1? Is it consensus? Dun, dun, dun. Let's do a list of our top 5 wide receivers right now. And I will. Yeah, I'm gonna make you work. That's why it's called a blind side. I'm gonna make you work for it now, and then I'm going to post it on a video, not saying whose is whose, and have people vote of which one's better, who has the best top 5.
Well,
Okay.
Are we doing a draft? Are we doing a draft?
We can just do like our number 5 in order: the number 4, number 3, number 2, number 1.
All right. Good night, baby. I think I have my 5. I'm not sure if I have it down in the right order yet. Hold on. This is great podcasting.
James, who do you have at 5?
Well, I have at 5. So mine is a toss-up for 2. So I'm going to mention 1. I'm going to say Cooper Kupp, just outside my top 5.
Just outside, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to put Diggs at 5.
Okay. You want me to go next?
Sure.
Okay. At 5, I went Devontae Adams.
Okay.
I might be holding last season against him a little too much, but he's still top 5, hands down, in my mind. You have to have him in there.
See, I'm struggling with my actual ideas here because I'm worried that I'm going to miss somebody.
Yeah, I'm worried about my order.
Yeah.
1 and 2, I'm pretty confident with, but.
So just for context, he actually had a pretty decent season.
No, he did. He did. I feel like he fell below the other 4 that I have.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm not knocking him.
Hey,
I'm not trying to knock him.
There's people in my top 5 now that I refused to put in my top 10 last year.
I'm gonna go with Cooper Kupp.
Okay.
I'm gonna have faith in the injury and everything. I think he's at my 5 spot.
Those injuries and stuff, they don't.
The person who is just outside of mine is AJ Brown.
Okay.
That was the debate: was AJ Brown or Cooper Kupp?
Here, let me add a honorable mention.
That's where I'm at too. My honorable mention would be Kupp. AJ Brown's right there too, but I'm going Kupp on my honorable in the 6th man.
Okay, so then if there's any, like, if we get too similar up at the top 4, that we have the honorable mention so people can see our 6,
Right.
All right. So at my number 4, again, this guy was not in my top 10 after his rookie season. because I'm consistent. I got to see more. He showed me more. Jamar Chase.
That's my 7. Yeah, that's my 7.
Oh, he's your number 7?
7. Okay, I'm intrigued about your next 4.
Yep.
My number 4 is gonna be Stephon Diggs.
Joe's probably going to be some smart ass and put Kelsey at number 3.
Not at all.
Which I wouldn't hate it.
Not at all.
We'll go Mike White.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah, it's all you. It's all you.
Oh, I'm gonna go with at the 4 spot. God, he's really good. Who would I want on my team in the way I build a team more? 4 spot, I'm gonna go Tyreek Hill.
Ooh.
Okay. So, interesting thing. The only thing that's so far in lockstep is mine and Jimmy's honorable mention of Cooper Kupp.
So far, we're totally different. I like it.
I mean, that's going to make it very interesting. Picasso.
It's tough because Tyreek Hill does have the cheat code of speed. I just, in my number 1 wide receiver personally, I want a little bit more height.
My thing
it's
with
a
Tyreek,
fair take.
Personal beliefs. If dude was 3 inches taller, he'd probably be my number 1, and that's no control, not in his control at all. It's just, it is what it is, you know.
Like you said, it's a personal preference.
Yep. He's phenomenal. He's fast as can be. His cuts are precise. He's really good. The other guys, they don't have the knocks for me. So
I think this is about to be a Tyreek Hill appreciation podcast because, like, so many younger people getting into the sport think he's just speed.
Right.
He has everything you want in receiver except for height.
yeah,
Like he's everything.
Because a lot of those guys that come into the NFL that are speed demons, quote unquote speed demons, they don't necessarily have the cutting ability or the route running ability. They could run very fast in a straight line. Tyreek Hill could run very fast while cutting, while move in any direction.
And another way I'm doing this list is I'm not basing it off of the system. I think he is probably in the best system built for him of these wide receivers. This is
That's fair.
Swiss Army knife who can fit in any system type deal. He's very specific. You can build a system that'll fit him super easily, but he still is very much system specific.
Agreed. Which is why I have him at my number 3. I have Tyreek Hill at my number 3. He honestly, I expected a massive drop off after leaving the Chiefs, as I'm sure a lot of people did. I'm not the only one. And he's fast. He's so fast. He makes fast people look not fast.
Well, I mean, he doesn't make Jalen Waddle look not fast, but that's besides the point.
But them two make most people look not fast.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think for me, to his speed, the way the play to me that stood out the most for his speed, obviously we know he can beat you deep. He can beat you on a slant. But was this past season when Tua was hit and fumbled and the ball scooted out and all of a sudden Tyreek has it and then he's in the end zone. And it's just like, what just happened?
Dude is CJ 2K, just playing wide receiver.
That's fair.
That's very fair. My number 3 spot, Jimmy talked about it a little bit earlier. He's a guy that I needed to see more this season as well. I had him in my top 10 after year 1, being Jamar Chase. I think the consistency with him, not only in 2 seasons, but he continued to do exactly what he did in college. Everyone thought, it's college. There's no way you can get that kind of separation in the NFL, and he does. And even when he doesn't have the separation, he finds a way to catch the ball as well.
Except against Pat Surtain.
That's fair. Pat Surtain does that to most people, though.
And Trevon Diggs. And Trevon Diggs.
But
Just throw it
Jamar
out
Chase
there.
would be my number 3.
I think my only issue with Jamar Chase is it does kind of seem like he's just a go route guy.
So is it my pick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So this is why I also have Jamar Chase knocked a little bit, and it's a big change from the last time we did this list. I had Mr. Stephon Diggs as my number 1 wide receiver. I still think he's the best route runner in the league, but I am taking a little bit of a knock on his quarterback play now, as knocking him down. So he's at number 3 for me, and that is why I have Jamar Chase down a little bit, is because I want to see him do it with not spectacular quarterback play. So
we may never get that opportunity.
Stephon Diggs has done it without a spectacular quarterback, but I'm knocking him a little bit because he is getting a little bit older. It is tough because he is really the only receiving threat. To where I still kind of feasibly, like, my top 4, I see them all kind of interchangeable. But building a team, I'd have him as my 3rd option.
I like it.
That's fair. Fair. He should get out of that Buffalo situation where he's not happy and come play with his brother. We have room for another wide receiver.
Worst quarterback play.
Josh Allen is white Dak.
He's better than Dak.
Turns the ball over more than Dak.
He's better than Dak.
At turning the ball over, I agree.
He's better than Dak.
Well, outside of quarterback play, this guy can do it all of it. Even somehow miraculously catch mossing people like someone else who used to do in the same uniform. Justin Jefferson, I have him as my number 2 wide receiver in the league. I don't quite want to give him number 1 yet, but he's also another wide receiver that I did not have in my top 10 last year. Or if I did, he was number 10.
So for my number 2, we've already mentioned this guy a lot. I don't think I really need to rehash everything we've already said. Give me Tyreek Hill. He's fast. He can move laterally, vertically. It don't matter. He could probably outrun most people backwards.
For my number 2, God, this is the toughest one. Oh, for my number 2, I'm going to go Devontae Adams. He showed that he could do it without Aaron Rodgers this past year. He still put up really good numbers. He's not scheme specific. He's done it in multiple ways. He did it this year with multiple other receiving options, with a versatile running a game, bad quarterback play, bad head coaching. He's good. It's tough.
Bad owner.
It's tough not to put him at 1 simply because of that. But I think I have to give a new number 1. So you're up.
Everything you said. No huge drop off.
1.
No huge drop off. My same number 1 as last year because there was no huge drop off. It's Devontae. It's Devontae's world and we're living in it. To be the king, you got to beat the king, and I don't think any receiver has done it yet. Jefferson's close.
But when he beat the king beats photographers. Oh God.
Ironically, wasn't it against the Chiefs?
Maybe. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I got no idea.
That's touche. touche. But I mean, the man put up 15 yards per catch, 14 touchdowns with Derek Carr, which I like Derek Carr. You guys are Broncos fans. I'm sure you don't mind him, but
I like Derek Carr. He's now a Saint.
do you like?
I actually
like
really
Derek
like
Carr
Derek
now.
Carr. Now I really like him now that he's a Saint.
Okay. Well, I always super liked him. Him and his mascara.
I liked
No,
him.
but now you really like him.
Yeah.
Now you can root for him.
He is my second favorite Raider of all time.
He got out of the hood, man. You always root for a success story. My number one pick. Be a new number one for me as well. Justin Jefferson. Yeah, I might be falling into a little bit of a recency bias, with JJ, but that's all right because I love him. He makes my heart shimmer.
Well, to follow up on the JJ love,
does your heart shimmer?
It skips a beat. JJ plays the game like God. I love how he plays wide receiver. He sells routes. He uses speed when he needs to. He goes up and high points the ball when he needs to. He does everything super efficiently. I think if he was in a different system, that it might not even be close. Like I'm getting the bad feeling, that Minnesota is going to do to him what Detroit did to Megatron. I'm starting to get that feeling, and it scares the heck out of me. That's all I'll say.
We don't Detroit shame on this podcast.
Well, you know what? Detroit wasted probably the greatest wide receiver of all time.
They did. That's a fact.
Most gifted?
I said probably the greatest. If things were done right, he would have been the greatest, right? Like
he was 100% wasted in Detroit.
Yes, he was the most gifted wide receiver we've ever seen.
If Randy Moss wasn't lazy,
he'd be Megatron Light. Megatron was a different breed, dude. And I'm starting to get worried that the Vikings are going to do the same with JJ. JJ's so good.
So
I don't know.
I mean, just looking at the list, the top four are the same guys. Oh, Joe, you got Diggs in there. So do you. We got the same group of 6-7 people.
Mm-hmm.
Just different order. So it's going to be interesting to see what the people think. I don't hate any of these lists. I think they're all.
I think the top 7 are all extremely versatile, and any team would be lucky to have any one of them. I think Jamar Chase at 7 for me. I think he's phenomenal talent. I think he's extremely gifted. It sucks keeping him off of this list. AJ Brown is skilled at many facets of the wide receiver position. It sucks keeping him off the list. Cooper Kupp, he only slid down because he was hurt last season. Who knows what the list would have looked like then? I got nothing.
Shame.
The top of it is the wide receivers are so good anymore, man. They're just so good.
Shame.
For shame.
That was the shame segment.
That's the shame segment. So I had the only thing I had left that I had written down. I mean, we can kind of talk about that. NFL gambling junk. I got a couple words. Don't be stupid. Like,
For real.
Why do you need to gamble when you're making millions?
You could bet on literally any other sport.
Literally, but like,
Anything else you can bet on.
Bet on darts. bet on poker. Go play poker.
I've bet on a table tennis game that was happening in some country that I couldn't even name.
Don't be stupid.
Play
stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Jimmy,
do
you need to call 1-800-BETS-OFF?
Hold up. I gotta mute Joe. Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. No, I had like $2 in my account. Like, I don't know. I don't even remember when it was. Sometime last year, like right around this time. Kind of dead zone. And I was like, you know what? I'll throw 50 cents on this guy, whoever it is, or girl. Might have been a chick. I don't know. Not trying to assume.
You said I got $2. I'm gonna put 50 cents on the biggest underdog and try to make $5.
Put 50 cents on the biggest underdog in table tennis in Kazakhstan.
It's Borat.
It was like 3:30
a.m. my sister. Very nice.
Probably under the influence.
If you need help, just get a hold of me, Jimmy. Okay, that's all I'll say.
Yes, but no free sponsors.
That's not a sponsor.
Joe is my sponsor. Okay,
that's a sponsor of me trying to get him done with his addiction.
I'm addicted to you.
I heard you doing okay. We just turned into like freaking early 2000s punk rock.
It's warm.
Hey, if we get one more, we could be a barbershop.
Quartet.
The next time we have a guest, we're just going to surprise them with a random song. And if they don't join in, they're off instantly.
Hey, Billy Joel,
no
go.
Questions.
Billy Joel, baby, it's cold outside. Now, go.
No. If they don't start singing, we just. Yeah. Because I'm not a snowflake.
I was singing it one day, and I was told I wasn't allowed to. I kept singing it.
We're not gonna. No politics. Because that's all it is. So the only thing I wanted to run through. Yeah, emphasis on the eye. The only last thing I had is the NFL free agents, the bigger names that are still out there. See if we could just like throw out random teams where we think they're going to end up. They might end up. If they end up. So I only wrote down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only got 8.
Fire them off. Let's go.
No particular order. Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Two Gloves.
Teddy Two Gloves. Arizona.
Ooh.
I like that.
That makes a lot of sense.
Seems right for him.
I don't even know if I could think
team
of
that's going to need a quarterback.
Arizona, Los Angeles Rams. I could see that as a feasible option as well.
No, the Arizona makes so much sense. Because back in Miami doesn't make sense, right? With Tua and Skyler.
They got Mike White now too.
Oh yeah.
So that's a no.
But I mean, Tua is one hard hit. I really hope Tua gets off the field before he gets seriously hurt.
What about
I like the Arizona. Like that just sounds as a backup, maybe. Yeah, Green Bay makes sense.
I think Green Bay is going solely with Love, and if he's bad, they get a high pick. If he's good, then he's good.
Yeah, I was thinking of
Makes
like the veteran quarterback backup kind of in his ear type of guy.
Yeah, I think they tend to do that more with rookies than with guys that are on the prove it spectrum side now.
Yeah, that's true. Why not back home, Minnesota?
As far as like back home, I thought about Carolina.
I thought about the Saints.
Backing up Bryce Young. I could see that too.
Andy Dalton's there too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not bad. All right, how about let's go defensive side of the ball. Justin Houston. Yes, he's still active. I believe he was last with the Ravens.
I mean, I think going back would be a good fit. Staying with the Ravens. Another team that could either use or likes to stack D linemen.
As much as I hate to say it, the Chiefs.
That makes sense. Going back to Kansas City.
I could see him head over to like a team like the Bengals.
Chiefs lost Frank Clark.
Because Houston's probably at a point in his career where he's more of a third down guy, right?
Yeah. I could see him going to the Chiefs, taking over Frank Clark's position as like the third down pass rusher.
Who's opposite of Von Miller on third down out there? Anyone know off the top of their head?
Not off the top of my head.
That was going to be Buffalo, and then Seattle was another one that I thought, because they got a lot of young studs. They got Wagner back, add another veteran in the mix.
I think at this point in his career, being a third down role player type of guy, I think you're going to see him go to a quote unquote contender.
Yeah,
a place where he's going to come in on third down, pin your ears back, go get us a sack when it matters.
That's fair. Melvin Ingram.
Probably all the teams we just mentioned are very similar fits.
Jacksonville.
Wasn't he chief at one point though? I don't know if he goes back there. Maybe though. I don't know. Jacksonville feels right.
Complete the AFC West. Go to the Raiders. Call it a day. Then he's been on all of them.
Go. There you have it.
I've been everywhere, man.
There you have it. Wait, doesn't he have to go to? He has to go to the Broncos.
He's been on the Broncos.
Ingram?
Yeah. That's where he went right after the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
I swear. Is that not right?
I don't
He
remember.
went to Kansas City. Melvin Gordon went to the.
He played Chargers, Steelers, Chiefs, Dolphins.
Melvin Gordon went to the Broncos.
I swear Melvin Ingram did too. Was it just like a training camp thing?
Could have been.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, I'm just seeing Chargers, Steelers, Chiefs, Dolphins. 4 teams. What else you got on this list?
Some more defensive guys. Jadeveon Clowney. I think same type of scenario.
Yeah.
And I believe he's the youngest of the one we just named.
I think I see an actual true homecoming there.
Houston?
I could see him fitting very well in that defense of Houston.
I could see he's only 30. And last linebacker, DT, the front seven guy, Yannick Ngakoue. And I really only put him on.
Who's he most recently with?
I
played for the Raiders a couple years ago, maybe.
Yeah, but he's been kind of around the Colts.
With the Vikings? No.
He was with the Colts. He was traded.
Yeah.
So he was most recently with the Colts.
Okay.
I think there was a cornerback that was dealt with, that was swapped. Can't remember the name. I remember the deal though.
So he was drafted by Jacksonville. Would that make sense, him to go back to Jacksonville?
Not as much with the scheme they're running, in my opinion, and the position they would want him to do.
He's still young. He's only 28.
I could see the Browns.
It's a needed position now.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, no. The Browns got Zadarius Smith. Never mind. Not the Browns.
That's right.
But he's more of an edge rusher, though, right?
Yeah.
Not like a true D end.
Yeah. But they'd have Myles Garrett and Zadarius. So
he's typically he's been more. He's typically been more of a 4-3. The hell was that? He's been more of a 4-3 throughout his career, but I think you're right, Jimmy. He's an edge rusher. I think he'd fit fine in a 3-4 edge rush scenario.
What about the Giants? Opposite of the rookie, the last year's rookie.
I think Thibodeau.
Yeah,
No.
Thibodeau,
Yeah.
What about opposite of Thibodeau? I could see that. Have Dexter
I could.
as the D tackle, have the other D tackle.
I could see all of these guys to the Giants because they all play that same kind of role.
Yep.
And absolutely. Yeah, no. I think Houston makes a lot of sense too. At the same reasons as Clowney. There's not really many other. Trying to think of teams that are like, because some of these guys they're only going to go to the competitors.
Well, that's what they'd go for a low contract too.
Or they're going to get
for a higher contract. They'll go to anybody. You know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I really only put him on this list just to say his name. Yannick Ngakoue.
It is a fun one to say.
Ngakoue.
It's about as fun as old time Nam Demi Asamoah. That was always a fun one to say.
You know, a team I could see all of these edge guys going to.
Who's
the
that?
Eagles.
I don't
Just
know about
loading up, man.
They need more D tackle.
I agree,
They brought everyone back with the exception of Hargrave.
Yeah. Javon Hargrave is the only one that left. But they also lost TJ Edwards at linebacker. If you said some linebackers, then I could see it.
I
just feel like the Eagles will just sign any D lineman edge rusher if they want to come.
Yeah.
I mean,
games are won in the trenches.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And the last two people are the names that we've already talked about a lot, D-Hop and Dalvin Cook. Allegedly, the Dolphins threw out a contract for Cook. And, I also only brought them up together because I don't know if you guys see Cook actually said teaming up with D-Hop would be ideal. Is there a team that would take both? I know one.
You're going to say Dallas.
Yeah.
Um,
you think the answer to the backup to Pollard is Ronald Jones or Deuce Vaughn?
You think Cook would be the backup to Pollard?
Yes.
I think you're wrong. But
I think they will, just under circumstances, the same circumstances that Zeke was the starter.
Tell me the last time Cook didn't run for 1,000 yards.
I don't think Cook's going there for that reason.
And
last year,
I'm pretty sure he ran for 1,000 last year.
I have no idea. I just wanted to say it. I'm gonna look. And then, what was your other one? What was your other question?
Tell me the last time Tony Pollard did.
Last year.
Okay. And before that?
Who's the backup?
Okay. Tell me the last time Cook didn't run for 1,000 yards.
18.
Okay. Good talk.
Cook had 1,173 yards last year.
Cook would be the starter. And that's why
it's actually the second most in his career.
Yeah.
Last season.
Yeah, by like 10 yards.
If they were going to go somewhere together, contract wise, it can't make sense. But the Bills don't have a running back. They don't have a running game other than Josh Allen.
They got his brother.
Exactly. And they ship off Stephon Diggs, sign in D-Hop. That's the most feasible way I could see them both ending up together. That'd be the most feasible way. So then maybe, James, you get Stephon Diggs and the Bills sign both of them. There you go. Everybody's happy. I just solved free agency.
Joe solved it all.
Yep.
Everything that only Joe said, 100% right.
Yep. Solved
Everything me and Jimmy said, wrong.
Solved it all.
Stupid.
Tom Brady's going to come out of retirement and play for.
I did not say that.
I was trying to beat you.
Nope. But that's the most feasible way, in my opinion. I think Cook is a Dolphin. I think D-Hop is Patriots make a lot of sense.
Chiefs.
Chiefs won't spend money on a running back. Or are you talking just D-Hop?
D-Hop.
Yeah.
But Chiefs, if they wanted to, could get both as well.
I mean, yeah.
Chiefs just have no need to go spend money on a running back.
Nope. Which, I was gonna, because I don't remember what podcast it was, but they did a game where they were naming players that switched teams to see if, like, ready, see like if you knew what team they were on, like all the like Darren Waller,
Giants now.
yeah, like stuff like that. But I lost my train of thought because I just got a notification on my phone and I read that instead. No, where's the emphasis? Oh, it's already there. What the hell? It went away. Popped up.
I don't know, but you're
Sorry.
lagging out now that you're looking at it.
Sorry, my bad. Bad. Completely forgot my train of thought. It's not coming back either. I know it's not. It's gonna come back after. So I mean, this is the first time in like a month we've had all three of us because Joe took a nappy poop,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been 2 weeks since then. So
Mm-hmm.
it's nice to hang with the boys. We've been doing it for a year.
The boys.
Asta.